So, good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, or good morning, according where you are. What I'm going to talk about now is a distance teaching and learning activity I did with my students in a very difficult context. I live and teach in Bergamo, and at the school, Paleocapa High School, where students specialize in computer science, electronics, electrical, mechanical, and textile engineering. So Bergamo is a beautiful city in northern Italy that unfortunately has been in the spotlight for months because we've been literally devastated by coronavirus. Many of you may have seen photographs like this showing lots of military vehicles taking coffins from our cemetery to other regions' crematoriums so funerals could be carried out. Very, very shocking and sad images we'll never forget. So when school closed, you can imagine how difficult it was to replace traditional teaching in presence with online teaching, not because of the tools or the methodologies to use, but simply because we didn't know how many students might have had family members with serious health problems at home or in hospitals. That was the reason why we didn't take attendance in our first online lessons, for example. What we also immediately realized was that it was impossible to go on with the usual teaching activities and that we had to find other ways to try to divert our students from their fears, anxieties, and concerns. That was our emergency. That's why the first thing I thought of was to let my students share how they were spending their quarantine and what kind of new things they had started doing at home with their families. Most of them said that they were learning from their parents or grandparents how to cook some dishes in general. Actually, before the lockdown, we had already started a project with an American school in New Jersey where students take Italian language in their curriculum. What we use is an excellent educational platform called Flipgrid that allows students to exchange video messages. This is great. All the students had already video recorded some messages, both in Italian and in English, in a tandem language project. As an extension of this approach, I suggested creating a class blog where my students could upload some videos to show how to prepare some of their dishes. And of course, one of the teaching aims was to have them practice English, but the most important goal for me was to have them feel part of a big community who, in such a painful moment, might help them to soothe their discomfort. It was also very important to involve parents as well, because most of them spent their days at home with their children. Some of my students come from other European countries or other continents, so I thought of having them also use the language they speak at home. In this case, Albanian, Arabic, Romanian, Spanish, and even our local dialect, Bergamasco. The project turned out to be multilingual because the videos are not only recorded or subtitles in English and in Italian, but also in the above mentioned languages. This project was designed according to all the features of a PBL, project-based learning, because the students planned objectives, steps, tasks, chose the topic, the kind of web space, the tools to use, and the final product. There was also an audience, the American students, who had then to make comments on the videos. This is a class blog my students made. They are 16 or 17, and their core subject is computer science. They use the free web hosting platform, recording their videos using a smartphone and other simple free tools to edit and subtitle them. The class was divided into 5 groups, and each group worked from a distance to prepare the script for their favorite recipe. Then, together with their parents or grandparents, They showed how to make this dish in their original language, in Italian and in English. As this blog was addressed to their American correspondents who learn Italian, both languages are always present in the oral form or in the subtitles. I don't have time now to play any of the 9 videos recorded, but you can see the link to the blog so you can watch them later on your own. Just click on the name of the dishes to see the videos. For some of them, you'll have to turn on the subtitles on. One last thing. In each page, you can read some reflections the students made about the learning process, which is always more important than the final product. The final feedback was positive, especially because I received some emails from the parents who thanked me for the opportunity given to have them feel part of a community, especially in these sad moments our city and area are experiencing. Thank you for your attention, and if you can, enjoy our recipes.